Welcome back to Good Morning SKN and happy International Chess Day to all our GMSKN chess enthusiasts out there. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Stuart Versailles, an avid chess player. Join us as we delve into the world of chess, exploring Mr. Versailles' journey, insights, and the significance of chess in his life. Get ready for an inspiring and exciting conversation about the game that unites minds across borders.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Versailles, and
Morning,
welcome
Mr.
to Good
Versailles.
Morning SKN.
Good morning.
Happy you could join us this morning, sir. So let's dive right into the discussion. Can you give us a brief explanation as to what is chess? Explain the game for us.
What must I say? For the average mind, chess, it's a simple game of the mind, a tactic challenge to kings used to use it in terms of winning war. We use it now today as entertainment and relaxer. Chess actually help you in, one could say, in your mathematical ability. But chess is a wide thing.
So
Chess
what?
is so much. It's not just a simple game. It's not just a simple game. It's a science. It's tactical. It's an adventure.
Okay. So when were you first introduced to chess? And let me ask this question differently. Did you gravitate towards the game of chess? And if so, at what age and why?
Now, when I used to go to high school, I always used to go down in the computer room and see them young fellas playing chess. Never really understanding what it was all about until I went to Venezuela back in '97. I joined up with a group that started playing chess. While I was playing football, they were playing chess. So you find sometimes they would travel 8 hours in a bus. And while they are playing chess, I would be there just looking, observing, and seeing what is going on. Never understanding the game completely. And one day, while going to Colombia to play a football game in Colombia, I think the tutor called me and said, "Stuart, I think this would be a nice game for you to play." So he began explaining to me what the game was all about and the pieces. After returning to stkitts, I really didn't pick it back up until I went to Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Where I met a second group. And while they're there playing chess, I listen, I think I want to learn, I need to learn this game. Too many occasions I am coming into contact with persons that actually play the game and it's growing to me. Maybe I need to learn it.
Okay.
So I sat down and the guy said, "Okay, this is your first lesson. This is your first real lesson in chess." So I put up the pieces, he showed me how to put the pieces together. And he gave me a fool's mate. So everyone started laughing. So I'm like, "You beat me in under 7 moves." He said, "Yes, that is what we call a fool's mate. Beating the person in 5 moves."
Okay.
So I'm like, "A fool's mate. So I am the fool." He said, "Yes, because of how you played. You're amateur. And this is your first game. It's always well," because he was a chess master.
Okay.
So he said he needed to beat me in 5 moves. If he could not beat me in 5 moves, then something was wrong. Then I would have known a little more about chess. But I understood then that I knew nothing about chess. So then he started the game back over. And he began now teaching me the game of chess.
Okay.
After there, I then went into town and I purchased Chess Master. Now, this is a CD I purchased and it teaches you step by step how you go about playing chess.
Okay.
So I think it was Chess Master 10 back in 2005. I purchased Chess Master, went on YouTube, and I started looking at Bobby Fischer. You know, the #1 chess player in the world then. And I began looking at some of his moves. And one of the things he always kept saying was, chess is not mechanical. There's no mechanics in chess. You cannot understand plays and play plays according to what people would tell you. Sometimes you have to move with the motion. There are a lot of rules to chess, but a great chess player always knows when to break those rules.
Okay.
Because you cannot say with a box of chess,
Okay.
I can stay here and talk for forever, but I know you guys have a
Indeed, indeed. Mr. Versailles, what are some of the life lessons that you have learned through playing chess?
You know, sometimes in even conversation, I would try to tell person because I have a number of groups, youth groups, community groups, that life's like chess. Nothing good really comes fast. Take your time to go. And chess teaches you patience. As a farmer, I am a farmer. Chess teaches you patience. And sometimes you might see things immediately in front of you and try to jump to it. But sometimes you need to be patient enough that there is always a better move. You may see a good move, but if you take time and look at that good move, you would realize there's actually a better move. So don't rush into decisions. No matter what we do, don't rush into decisions. Take our time and analyze the board properly. Analyze life itself properly. Some of the things you're doing, every time you do something, you always open up a door for something else to happen.
Yeah.
So if you move forward, what did you open that can cause some negative impact into your life? So revisit it. Look at the mistake that was made, and do you need to do something to cover it? Or do we need to move forward? And sometimes you see it immediately, and then have to make some adjustments to cater. And sometimes you don't. You may take a couple steps further, and you realize 2 months later, by that decision I made, this is happening because of that initial reaction. So these are the steps maybe I need to take in order to correct them in terms of moving forward. So chess has impacted my life since the first day I met it. And since the first day they gave me a fool's mate. And every time I play against someone that tells me, listen, I don't know chess, I try to give him a fool mate.
So you give out the same blows that you got just for them to to learn the game as well?
Well, they will never get the same blows I got because my beating was a serious beatdown.
Okay.
I mean, up to today, I played the guy about maybe 15 times. I won minus 15 times.
Wow.
Is that a good thing? Because I'm not familiar with chess.
He won minus 15 times.
Wait,
so he lost
you played the
miserably.
guy, you played the same guy 15 times again?
I lost miserably.
Oh my God. I want to believe minus is not a good thing, but I just want to make sure, because just like how minus is a good thing in golf, it may be a good thing in some other games. So I just wanted to.
No.
Okay.
It's not a good thing in this aspect. It was not a good
It's
thing.
not a good thing in chess.
It was a good thing. It taught me a lot.
Okay.
It taught me a lot. While losing, I learned while losing, and I actually became a stronger player every time he beat me. So what I would think that I am getting ahead because I would have had about 8 months playing chess consistently. And then each time I would beat like 5-6 players in a row. He will always jump in and shut me down.
Ooh.
And tell me, listen, you got ahead of yourself. Take your time. These are some of the mistakes you continue to make. So my beginning game, my open game is always a strong game. But he always tell me you have a weak middle game and you have a weak end game. So you need to work hard on your end game. But your opening game is excellent because I always try to use full head opening game, which is Bobby Fischer moves that he did. So I always try to implement it in my moves. So I always use the full head approach.
Understood. Mr. Versailles, are there any local chess tournaments that you're aware of in the Federation?
Because I told you, listen, I purchased almost all of the chess masters. Started to put a constitution together.
Right.
And I sent out some notices that I wanted to start a chess association instead.
Okay.
Because all I spoke about was told me that there are persons who play chess, but there are no serious competition, nothing serious is going in chess and stkitts.
Okay.
So then a couple of months after, when I moved from education to the Ministry of Agriculture, I had a call from Isbane Williams, and he told me he heard that I was starting a chess association, and he was very much interested in also starting a chess association. So instead of us doing separate work, why not come together?
Right. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So then we met, and thereafter, the couple of years after, I think in 2019,
okay,
the chess federation, stkittsnevis chess federation was born.
Okay.
Now, back in 2019 also, I think they had the grandmaster, two grandmasters here, stkitts, that did a competition in the, I think it was in the park. They visited a number of schools.
Okay.
And I think back in 2017, one of the things I used to do is that the schools used to have this program. They have what it was, clubs. They had clubs.
Ah.
So one of the things in Sandy Point High School is that we had formed a chess club. So I used to go to the school to help some of the students in terms of learning chess.
Okay.
And I would always have my chessboard. No matter where I go, I had my chessboard in the back of my vehicle or in my bag.
So you're always looking for a game.
I'm always looking for a game because I always want to get better.
Okay.
And you just don't have much persons to learn chess. I think one time they had a camp in the primary school there in Oldwood. So I took the chessboard there and we started playing. I started introducing. Some persons began liking the game. And some of the teachers told me, those persons who were actually playing chess, you could see the difference in their behavior.
Oh, wow, nice.
You could see the difference in mathematics.
Wow,
that's
good.
That chess really persons who learn chess and those chess actually excel
in maths.
And in maths.
So maybe I should have learned chess.
We should.
Man. So for persons that may be interested after they would have heard what you've said, the benefits of playing chess are, and they would like to join the federation, how can they get in contact with you and the other members of the federation?
You can touch base with, you have Isbane Williams, so I am no longer a part of the federation. I got extremely busy at the time when we were putting some things together.
Okay.
At the time. I'll be honest with you. So I don't believe that one person should keep back anything in terms of progress.
I like that.
Things should move forward in development is concerned. So I retracted myself from the association. The association still goes on. I think it still goes on and the activities still do. What I often tend to do, because when I do have time and I maybe go down the court to play a basketball game, I will take my chessboard and those persons on the point, we will begin to play the chess game here and here. Now, some places where I go and sit, I will take my chessboard. It's like last week I was actually speaking to a bunch of retirees. I'm retired. So I wanted to sit down. I went and sat down with some guys that retired. We had some young persons coming around and I started asking them about chess. And they said, one or two said, boy, I started playing the game like when I was a little boy, and because nobody plays the game, I forgot all about it. So I took my chessboard and I took it up there and we sat down and we started playing, and then much more persons began coming around wanting to learn it. So it jumped to me and one of them asked, but Versailles, why don't you bring the chessboard more often? And because a lot more persons would like to learn the game. Like, boy, is it time? Yeah. I always find myself restricted with time. And I don't have the time to do a lot of things that I really want to do. But I think I'll bring a chessboard and leave it. So when anybody wants to play, they can actually play. But you can always touch base with Isbane Williams to join the Chess Association. You can touch base with Penelope. He is the secretary of the association. There are a number of other persons that are within the association, but I think the secretariat would be the Penelope and Isbane Williams. You can always reach out to me as well, and I can point you in the right direction. That you can reach me at 664-666. or you can send me an email at stuartdx@gmail.com. I think information sharing, I think we should always share. So to point you in the right direction, I have no issues whatsoever.
Okay.
It will be my pleasure, actually, to point you in that direction.
Nice,
wonderful, wonderful.
And if you're up for a game and you're willing, you believe your skills are sharp, and you want to challenge yourselves, you can always call me and I can sit and have a good game with you. I'm always looking for somebody better than I am.
Okay, nice. I like that.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Stuart Versailles, we want to thank you so much for speaking with us on Good Morning SKN.
Yes.
I'm sure Cortensia and myself have learned a thing or two about the game.
Okay. Yeah.
We have.
Sure.
Again, I mean, it's as I said before, the game is an interesting game, and just to understand the game, learning about the pieces, the ropes, legal moves, illegal moves, and it's fascinating.
Yeah.
And once you sit by this board, trust me, you will gravitate to the plays of chess. A lot of persons believe that chess is a long, boring game, that it can go on forever. Yes, it can go on forever, but then there are also short chess. You have chess that I can play in 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I told you, a young man beat me in less than 40 seconds in Fool's Lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
A game can take moves, a game can take 3 moves, as well as a game can take 100, 200 moves in order for it to complete. But chess is written.